So I'm a little upset. You're a little upset. I think we're all a little upset when it comes to, Gengar right now and how he's performing in the metagame currently. But we're gonna dive into it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all those around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Gengar here, coming through the Master Rank in the jungle. We did get a brand new Christmas update that will fully go live with the brand new Christmas event on December 15th, which will finally bring us Dragonite, which I'm super excited about. I know you're super excited about, man. I can't wait to play Dragonite. He will be my new main all day, every day. Dragonite, and probably Tsraeena as well, because she is a lot of freaking fun. Like, a lot of fun. Running around with that Axle kick, running around kicking whole teams. It's so much fun. She feels so rewarding to play. She's like your in-your-face bruiser. She is out of the world when it comes to which Pokemon they've invited into the Pokemon Unite right now. She's a lot of fun. And I did not expect her to be this much fun, especially because of, like, she was introduced in Sun and Moon, so she's not necessarily like a fan favorite Pokemon. She just kind of come out of the blue, and man, whew, definitely is worth playing. Now, when it comes to Gengar, though, this is my favorite Pokemon of all time, right? I play a lot of Gengar. I post a lot of Gengar content. I think I'm the only content creator right now that does post as much Gengar content as I do for Pokemon Unite. Could be wrong. But either way, Gengar is not in a good spot right now. And I hate to say it. He's just not in a good spot. And it's not because we didn't get buffed this patch. That is part of the reason. But it's not just that. I think it's your own team kind of puts you at a deficit when you play Gengar half the time in solo queue. What I mean is, so think of it like this. You're sitting here farming, right? You go get that first gank off at level 5. But wait, you don't hit level 5 before bees spawn. You're level 4. Why? Because your top and or bot lane decided to come through, take that core fish from you. That will give you level 5. You know what I'm talking about. Or, let's say you got all, let's say you are level 5, you go for that first gank. You're running Sludge Bomb. Okay. But you have no kill, you don't threaten kills in that sense. You have no kill pressure with Sludge Bomb, just Sludge Bomb out of the gate. You don't. So you're lucky if you come out of that bush, and you're lucky if you're able to successfully get bees in that sense. And that, you're really just dependent on more so in your team in that aspect, whether or not, who's in the top lane, who's in the bot lane, when you're going to get that first gank off. Now you could say Shadow Ball, which is my bread and butter, my favorite ability to play with, Shadow Ball Dreaming. You do threaten kills with Shadow Ball. You do a lot of damage with Shadow Ball because it does go through the bees, it does hit the enemy Pokemon, it does a lot of burst damage. It's pretty nuts, right? But in the same sense, I'm sitting here trying to get their attention while they're able to do, what's it called? Rotom. And we're able to get it. That's good. That's great. But you don't want to sit here and go to a lane, right? And then gank that lane at bees. One of your teammates that's in that lane decides to die during the bee fight or die before the bee fight starts. So you're down here trying to get bees for your other buddy down here. You successfully do so, but the one that died, they respawn, they come back and they take their jungle clear. They go ahead and take their red and your blue buff and, maybe a Corphish or two before you get back over there. And then that sets you even further behind than what you already were beforehand. It's just one of those reveals where I thought I was jungling this game. You know what I mean? It's just, and it happens to everybody. It really does. There's not really much you can do about it. There is no, how you say, like, negative impact for that Pokemon to steal your jungle farm, for example. It only negatively impacts you. And, for example, let's say that Pokemon is, not a carry Pokemon or not a Pokemon that's super good or what have you, because sometimes, even Eldegoss sometimes comes back and takes your jungle farm, let's be honest. It's happened to everybody, you know what I mean? It's just like, what do you do in that situation? You can't do much. You really can't. You can't sit here and be like, blah blah blah, you suck or whatever. You can't do that. You just carry on about your game because it doesn't matter, there's no communication. And even if there was communication, it wouldn't really change anything. So in that sense, when you come by and you're stealing Gengar's jungle farm or you're stealing any other Pokemon's jungle farm, you're really just hurting yourself. And think about it, Gengar is a late game monster, essentially. But so is Zeraora, so is Greninja. But then again, we got Patch, right? We got brand new Patch, which nerfed those Pokemon. Now, those Pokemon were better than Gengar when it comes to jungle farm, for example. Now, you could argue, this is coming from me, I play a lot of Gengar. Your neighbor may play a lot of Gengar. We know how good Gengar can be in the right hands, right? But in the hands of an average Pokemon or average, player, for example, they don't see Gengar as super good or viable or what have you, which could be the case when you can just play Zeraora or Greninja for jungle, or Talonflame, because Talonflame's in every single game. You know what I mean? We rarely see Gengar performing well or performing at all inside your games, your matches, because one of the other 3 Pokemon generally have jungle versus Gengar, right? So then, what's the point of playing Gengar? You know what I mean? Why make Gengar the way you have made Gengar when he does not do very good in lane at all? He does not do very good in lane. I don't care how much of a meme you want it to be. We all know he does not perform well in lane. When you see a Gengar on the enemy team or on your team, you're generally speaking, he just, common courtesy, let the man jungle. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, not everybody looks at it like that. If you lock in Gengar and you have a Talonflame on your team spamming, I go central area, what's going to happen if you decide to play Gengar and also go central area? 9 out of 10, the Talonflame's going to be able to steal all those buffs from you because he does more damage than you do in the early game. You know what I mean? And there's not much you can do or change that. Now, when it comes to the buffs and the nerfs, Gengar really needs some love. He got a buff recently. After level 5, his abilities do lifesteal, right? So they heal him a little bit for the damage that's done. If you couple that with Shell Bell, it actually is a significant heal. With Shell Bell, Dream Eater, Shadow Ball, it's a lot of healing. But in the same sense, it's not necessarily fixing his problem, right? And then you have his passive ability, which is the worst passive in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is the worst passive in the game right now. You get movement speed when you're out of combat. Cool. Floatstone does that automatically for an item. Talonflame has the same passive as Gengar, except for it's better. You know what I mean? It's just, give me something else, man. You had the opportunity to change Gengar with this update as well. You have the opportunity to do something with Gengar every single patch, every single update. But instead, we don't really get much. We don't get much of anything. Whereas you guys will nerf Lucario, nerf Zeraora, nerf Greninja, because those Pokemon have been an issue for a very long time, and now they're finally getting some adjustments, essentially. But for the Pokemon that need the much love right now, when it's Garchomp, Gardevoir, Mamoswine, and Snorlax, for example. Snorlax kind of hit me out of nowhere, right? I didn't think he was going to get reworked, but he got reworked as well. But nothing for Gengar, nothing for Pikachu, nothing for Charizard. You know what I mean? It's interesting. Even the Decidueye. But here we are. We're still playing Pokemon Unite because we love this game, and we're still playing Gengar because we love Gengar. He's just a little bit underwhelming, and I wish they would change him just a little bit, do some more damage. I don't care. Damage is fine. I'm supposed to be a burst assassin. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? We're going to play other Pokemon, right? We're going to play other Pokemon who are better performing, who can help us carry or climb ranks a lot better or more successfully, if that makes sense. Now, mind you, I think, like I said, I am probably one of the only, or one of the most, or one of, you know what I'm talking about, who push out the most content when it comes to playing Gengar. I do. I play a lot of Gengar. And anytime someone's in the comment section, but like, hey, where's Gengar video? Or you can upload a Gengar video? Sure. I got you. Why? Because this is my favorite Pokemon of all time. And no matter what they do to this Pokemon, I would still continue to play him. I just wish, your neighbor, or my next door neighbor, or your brother, your sister, whatever. I wish we would see a little bit more Gengar in our games, but we don't because he's not in a good spot. But he's thrown. This has been Pawse Plays. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Give me your thoughts and your opinions on where do you feel Gengar is right now for you. But I will catch you guys in the very next video. I'm gonna head out.